Patrick CC, the truth about Steve will do it. Banned.
SteveWillDoIt gave away over $1 million in cash, 32 cars, 52 watches, and 3 houses before having his channel permanently deleted by YouTube. His Mr. Beast level generosity earned him 1 million subscribers in his first month making content, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in history. But Steve is nothing like Mr. Beast, and YouTube executives are not fond of his business practices. From drinking challenges and illegal substance challenges to meetings with Donald Trump.
Well, that was like the first video I ever saw by Steve, was the 100-gram dab challenge or some shit like that. It was absolutely outrageous. Straight set the smoke detectors off, ruined a table. It was absolutely crazy.
Trump and promoting
he has some wild videos
casinos.
Out there. He has some crazy videos. He has another one where he eats like 1,000 milligrams. Or no, it is not 1,000. It's got to be more. I think it was more. I don't know. He ate a ton of edibles. That shit was crazy.
YouTube wanted him off their platform forever, but the reason they did it is so small it's almost unbelievable, leading us to realize that Steve's story is a scary warning sign for all creators. Steven Delenardis has always been the guy who will do what it takes to get your attention. His first YouTube channel started in 2012 shows him attempting the cinnamon challenge in his friend's backyard.
Oh no. Yep.
Oh no. Swallowing it. Swallow it.
1 year later, he randomly met one of his YouTube idols, Shoe Nice, and challenged him to a burger eating contest.
Shoe Nice.
Steve was constantly testing his body's limits.
Wait,
after dabbling in bodybuilding.
Wait, Shoe Nice? That guy sounds familiar. I think that's the guy that also kind of does what Steve does. He like chugs full bottles of liquors or some shit. I don't remember.
Competitions in high school, meeting his girlfriend, and going through the typical teenage party phase, he was desperate to make something of his life.
At one point I was like, enough is enough. Like I just wanted to do, I wanted to be something. That's when I started making Instagram videos again.
In April of 2017, the infamous SteveWillDoIt Instagram account was created. His friend Alyssa Wilson actually made the account for him and even came up with the alias SteveWillDoIt, and he would truly live up to his name. From downing bottles of hot sauce with no hands to eating chewing tobacco on tortilla chips, Steve was punishing himself for other people's entertainment. But 2 months after starting his new career, he was arrested in Florida at the age of 18, charged with possession of marijuana, possession or use of drug equipment, and knowingly driving while license suspended. He disappeared from Instagram. Then a few months later, Steve was arrested again at the age of 19 years old, this time for possession of marijuana with intent to sell, possession of drug equipment, and resisting arrest. He was now on probation and his life was spiraling down.
At 19,
SteveWillDoIt is making a comeback. Can people request things for me to do? Anything but liquor. Eager to get his life back on track, he remained consistent with his crazy challenge videos, even though they were only being posted to a few hundred followers. But one of those followers was about to change his life.
Steve, the story with him, I think my boy Matt, who ran the Full Send IG.
Okay.
I think he sent me, or Lucas, or both of them. They sent me like a video of Steve, and he was chugging Jack Daniels on his driveway, like a full.
Disgusting.
I think it was like a 2-6.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Like,
jeez.
What?
Yeah.
Like I saw that, and he's just on his driveway, and he just pounds the whole 2-6, and I was like, I've never seen that in my fucking life.
Kyle Forgard was one half of the YouTube channel Nelk, which in 2018 was already over 1 million subscribers. Not only were they known for being viral pranksters,
I always wanted
their brand
to see.
And slogan.
I always wanted to know the aftermath. Like, how did Steve take it? That I never knew. I never like really looked into it. If like he'd throw up, surely he had to throw up like a little bit, or if he would just straight ride that shit out. Sometimes they'd show it, but you know, they skip some parts and shit. Maybe there's some crazy shit that happened.
Full Send was based around the idea of being reckless, heavy drinking, partying, and living a fast-paced lifestyle. So when Kyle discovered Steve, he knew he would fit right in with the Nelk boys. Just a few months after their first DM exchange, in late 2018, Steve made his first appearance on the Nelk channel in a video called Drinking and Lectures Prank.
And we want to introduce you to one of our boys, SteveWillDoIt. What's up? Good, baby? What's up, man?
Nelk fans immediately latched onto Steve. They loved his genuine smile and willingness to do anything. He started to play a larger role with each video he appeared in, helping Nelk create more viral videos like We Completely ruined a wine tour in Italy that has close to 10 million views to date, where Steve infamously slammed a bottle of wine and dove across a table, shattering every glass.
Wait, am I tripping? Did he say Italy?
Like, we completely ruined a wine tour in Italy that has close to 10 million views to date, where Steve infamously slammed a bottle of wine and dove across a table, shattering every glass along the way. In under 1 year, Steve Will Do It gained 1 million followers on Instagram, making underage drinking videos on probation. At this point, he was too popular to just be a side character on the Nelk Boys channel.
Listen up and get ready. Steve Will Do It is starting his own YouTube channel.
The Steve Will Do It YouTube channel was created on May 30th, 2019, and thanks to Nelk's cult fanbase, he had over 415,000 subscribers in the first 3 days alone.
Damn!
Check the stats. 415,000 subscribers in 3 days, bro.
That's insane.
That is
and
crazy.
his first video went #1 trending on YouTube. Unlike the typical Nelk vlogs and prank videos, he would kick off his
30 burgers! Eating 30 burgers!
Channel the same way he started his Instagram page back in 2017, with extreme and potentially dangerous drinking and eating challenges. I ate 4,500 milligrams of THC edibles, attempting to eat 30 burgers at In-N-Out, the world's biggest joint challenge. In 1 month, Steve Will Do It hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, making him one of the fastest growing channels in YouTube history. But Steve's content was far from the advertiser-friendly videos that YouTube wanted on their platform, making him an easy target for demonetization and strikes from the very start. In fact, it wouldn't take long at all for his videos to start being taken down.
They don't let me post what I want. Like, I posted a video of me drinking beer and it got 2.5 million views like that. It was actually very quickly. And then I posted a video of me drinking a bunch of wine, and then they deleted that video and my beer video.
Even with the extreme success his channel experienced early on, it didn't make sense for Steve to continue uploading videos just for them to get removed a few days later. He needed to adapt, but he had a plan, and in 2020, we would be introduced to the new Steve Will Do It.
Oh, this is when he got on like his Mr. Beast shit.
With car and cash giveaways. Steve abandoned the crazy challenges and took the David Dobrik Mr. Beast approach to YouTube, gifting his friends and family cars and jewelry,
4
giving away
Rolexes
tens
away
of
in a
thousands
day
of
or some
dollars to
shit.
single moms, showing up to dealerships and buying cars for veterans, blessing kids in underprivileged areas with cash,
crazy.
and giving away $100,000 to strangers in Mexico. He separated himself from the Nelk Boys around this time too, leaving LA and purchasing a $3 million penthouse in Miami meant he could no longer appear in all their prank videos and vlogs. It's pretty wild how successful Steve's videos were, because he didn't really have any concepts. It was just a weekly lifestyle vlog where 50% of the content was him giving away stuff, and each video would get a few million views. But YouTube didn't like Steve's presence on their platform. In the same videos where he would do extremely generous acts, he was smoking, going to the club with rapper 6ix9ine, and gambling. There are plenty of music videos on YouTube that portray the exact same lifestyle and are even more graphic, and those are fully monetized and generating hundreds of millions of views. But that is considered art. If a vlogger does it, it's considered not suitable for advertisers. As a result, Steve was not making any money directly from YouTube's partner program, but he was getting at least 6-figure brand deals per video.
We have offers from
I wonder if he would have taken out the like clubbing and all the extra drinking and shit. I wonder if YouTube actually would have monetized his videos, or if it was just a problem with Steve. They just didn't like, or like they would have like kept his history in the back of their mind, you know? Like I wonder if that's the problem. They just don't like him because of the way he came in. That'd be interesting.
companies that we actually, we love, and they're 6-figure deals for YouTube advertisement.
But many people, including myself, were wondering the whole time how he got so much money. Private jets, massive giveaways. He was clearly spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, and with his channel being demonetized, it wasn't...
I didn't even think... I just kind of forgot where that money came from. Him asking that question just reminded me how he got his money.
Blatantly obvious how he was so wealthy. How was Steve Will Do It making his money?
What is your mission?
To be a billionaire.
You're gonna be a billionaire.
Interesting move.
Yep.
Do you have a timeline for that?
3 to 5 years.
We do know that Full Send featured a collection of SteveWillDoIt branded apparel around 2019, and according to the New York Times, Nelk sold $50 million in Full Send merchandise in 2020 and could surpass $70 million in 2021. So he probably made a decent chunk of revenue before distancing himself from Nelk. We also know that he helped them launch their Happy Dad hard seltzer brand. There are no official numbers released, but they have had a really hard time keeping up with demand. Liquor stores are selling out of all of their inventory within hours of stocking the shelves. It's very possible Happy Dad is generating tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. If Steve even has a small percentage of ownership, that's big money. But just before Steve's demise, a questionable sponsor popped up and took the internet by storm, Roobet. By the way, make sure you're drinking water.
True.
Yes.
No.
That's 5 free spins, baby.
I'm out of water.
In 2021, Steve turned an addiction into one of his biggest sources of income,
the jug.
thanks to a sponsorship with the offshore crypto casino, Roobet. Alongside the likes of Aiden Ross, FaZe Banks, Rice Gum, and the rest of the Nelk boys, Steve was now flying out to Mexico, since it was illegal in the United States, to gamble on the website and stream it for his millions of fans. Winning and losing up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in each session, it was hard for viewers to look away. This only increased the popularity of Roobet, who paid Steve big-time money. After accidentally pulling up a conversation with another crypto casino on his stream, Aiden Ross leaked that they were making more than $1.4 million a month from Roobet. Plus, these influencers were profiting off referral codes. The more viewers they got to sign up, gamble, and lose money on the site, the more money they made. Steve allegedly wasn't even gambling with his own money at the time either, instead using a fake currency provided by Roobet.
If I started like putting my own money in,
Yeah, the Zilla had a whole thingy.
I'm feeling if I just filled myself with 4,000, it's like, right? Like I feel like I could like, but also it could be dangerous. But I see it as there's no point of.
That's crazy. I forgot how much money that was. 1.4, and they get money off of referrals. So it's probably like every time someone. I wonder if it's like every time someone sets up an account, or every time somebody spins and shit like that. Or adds funds. Either way, that's interesting.
Putting my body or your mind through that type of stress. Right? I don't need it.
Yeah, definitely don't need that, bro.
Steve basically admitted here that he's not using his own money, and he could never imagine himself doing that. So with no risk, Steve was driving young fans towards one of the most addictive vices on earth, making potentially millions of dollars a month in the process. However, he was using this same sponsorship money to give back to people in need. This was an ethical dilemma that would set the internet on fire, especially after CoffeeZilla and Some Ordinary Gamers released a 5-part series exposing Steve and Roobet, ending with Steve getting on the phone with CoffeeZilla and admitting that he has a gambling problem, and that gambling problem is not good.
And then you're making the majority of your money from getting other people to gamble while you yourself don't really want to do it anymore. Like, isn't that kind of like a problem?
It's definitely, it could be a problem because gambling's not good.
But just like most internet controversy, this blew over relatively quick. And in 2022, Steve and many others were back online gambling with a new crypto casino, Stake. With megastars like Drake partnered with the company, Stake quickly became one of the biggest crypto casinos in the world, opening the door for influencers who caught heat from the Roobet scandal. At this point in 2022, the SteveWillDoIt YouTube channel was doing better than ever. He was just shy of 5 million subscribers, the giveaways and vlogs kept getting bigger, and Steve was now sponsored by Stake, making a killing. His second channel was also doing well. After streaming himself gambling on Twitch, Steve would post clips of his streams to his second channel, which is completely allowed and nothing out of the norm. However, there is one unbelievably small thing with these gambling clips that YouTube takes very seriously: the URL. According to what YouTube told Steve, www.stake.com must be blurred out or not visible in the videos under any circumstances. You're allowed to say that you're playing on Stake, show yourself gambling on the website, but the viewers should not be able to see the actual URL. Unfortunately for Steve, this one ridiculously small rule would cause everything he built to fall apart. After his editor forgot to blur the stake URL, his gambling channel was
Wait,
deleted.
this is what did
Steve
it?
created a new second
Wait,
channel
really?
and promoted it in one of
The
his main
URL.
channel vlogs. But before he did that, he checked in with a YouTube rep who told him, "You should be fine if the Google AdSense account on your main channel isn't associated with your second channel. Because if you don't know, you could have theoretically hundreds of YouTube channels that all just get paid out to the same account." According to Steve, he had a totally separate AdSense account that he claims he didn't even own, or he didn't have the password to. But at the end of the day, that didn't matter. On August 1st, 2022, Steve would get the call from YouTube letting him know that his Steve Will Do It channel was permanently deleted. Usually YouTube requires 3 strikes for a channel to be wiped off the platform for good, but Steve didn't even have 1. His main channel was in perfect standing when this all went down, causing many to speculate that this was a targeted ban, and maybe YouTube was waiting for any reason to take Steve off their platform.
That makes me think even if he didn't do it, that makes me think if what I said earlier, if he didn't put the drinking and the clubbing in the charity videos, I don't think he would have got the money. I don't think like YouTube would have like cared. That looks kind of odd. Man had no strikes. It was over like a URL ban. That's kind of crazy. The man's just perma now.
YouTube never gave me a call or let me know. They called me the day of deletion, and it was a girl, and she seemed pretty stoked I was getting deleted, and I was like the set.
Yeah,
she seemed happy, and I was with me and my editor, and we're like, bro, like she's happy.
Yeah.
like she like you're giving someone like the worst news possible, and you're doing it in a way to where it's like you're happy. It was kind of just fucked up. And
so this YouTube employee, seeming excited, confirms his suspicion that it was a targeted ban, because at first the only information that he got was that he had, quote, repeated violations of the community guidelines, but that's extremely vague. When the news hit, fans, friends, celebrities, they were all shocked and confused. If this happened when he was slamming alcohol and taking substances on camera, that would have made sense. But when he switched up his content, giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars to people, what happened? Well, Steve finally opened up about it many months later.
yeah, I post gambling clips on my second channel, which you're allowed to do. You're allowed to show yourself playing stake.com. You're allowed to say, I'm on stake. Hey guys, I'm playing on stake right now. But if stake.com is in the video, your channel, they delete the video, right?
So the issue started on his second channel, Steve Will Do It Gambling. His editor forgot to blur the stake URL in one of his videos, which led to his gambling channel getting terminated. So Steve made a new gambling channel, but that qualifies as ban evasion. If you don't know, you aren't allowed to just start a new channel when your old one gets banned. And he made it even worse when he promoted the new gambling channel on his main Steve Will Do It page. That now gives YouTube grounds to terminate his main channel as well. For example, if I got banned on my second channel, Pat CC, even though it's totally different content, I'm still the same owner. And while I was banned, I wouldn't be allowed to post on my main Patrick CC channel. And if I did, I could be banned on my main as well for ban evasion. Steve thinks that YouTube finally got him in the perfect loophole to wipe his 5 million subscriber empire off the platform, because no other YouTuber was banned for gambling on stake. It's crazy to think that this entire catastrophe came about because he forgot to blur a URL. From here, he signed an exclusive deal to make weekly content on the site Rumble.
Damn, it makes sense, like, in a way how they permit him, but damn, that's just so dumb. Because they got him, so basically that's 2 strikes, right? He put the URL, and then he ban evaded, and then he linked it to the main account. Wait, is that 3? Oh, that's 3. Oof. Yeah. Damn. That's so fucking odd. The URL, man, damn.
In September of 2022. This site is becoming known as the free speech platform where banned creators flock to, since the terms and conditions are very, very loose. Since he's been banned, Steve has definitely taken a massive hit in relevance, since his viewership is much lower on the new site, and it keeps getting lower with every upload. And now that he can—
Wait, what is this? What is he talking about? New platform? Exclusive content on Rumble. What the hell is a Rumble?
on the site Rumble in September of 2022. This site
What
is
was
becoming
that?
known as the free speech platform where banned creators flock to, since the terms and conditions are very, very loose. Since he's been banned, Steve has definitely taken a massive hit in relevance, since his viewership is much lower on the new site, and it keeps getting lower with every upload. And now that he can never come back to YouTube, his career will never be at the heights that it once was.
Damn. That is mega unfortunate. Permud for the URL. And evasion, I guess. Damn. That's crazy. What a story you had.